Into 16 turnovers, and boy, a lot of points given up. 23 altogether given up by Negros because of turnovers.
And just to remind everybody, both Jeff Comia and Jeremy Mahina were called for disqualifying fouls in that previous game versus Zamboanga, which means they won't be eligible to play in today's outing versus the Abra Weavers. Now let's talk about that light blue jerseyed team in the 6th season of the Mpbl. They played in the main game. That was the first home court defense of Binyan in almost 5 years. And there you see some highlights. Roy Sumang on his first appearance. I'm sure you were impressed by him, but ultimately they had a chance by the end. Ino Homeboy wasn't able to drain that corner three-pointer.
Well, just not enough help from the bench. They really still feeling the absence of Mac Talian. If you look at the numbers, they were actually really good at sharing the ball. They were a plus 21, really good assist factor there. But again, goes back to bench help. Only Sumang and Cañete made 15 of the 24 bench points for Abra.
I did mention Roy Sumang on his first appearance as a member of the Abra Weavers. We talked about him as such a presence in terms of playmaking by the end game.
Right, and hindi lang naman yan ang naibibigay niya. A lot of factors in experience as well, and these very young guys of Abra are gonna be looking up to him, especially almost a game winner, game tire yung naging floater niya in that game.
Well, that was quite awkward. The range was by the mid-range, by the corner, so no available glass for Roy Sumang to have converted that shot. But now we have to talk about his teammate in Tonton Bringas, who is actually celebrating his 35th, yes, that is the number, 35th birthday today here in the Mpbl. In the previous game, he scored 16 points.
Boy, and the presence inside and the power of rebounds and assists, really good on the free throws too. Yeah, the experience Bringas is going to be a huge factor here for Abra.
Tonton Bringas, the kuya of the two Bringases in the Mpbl, is now with Gianna Llanes.
Yes, from the Abra Weavers, I'm here right now with birthday boy Tonton Bringas. Happy birthday sa'yo. Anong birthday wish mo?
Sana manalo ngayong gabi.
At syempre, paano itutupad ng mga teammates mo itong birthday wish mo ngayon?
Nag-usap-usap kami, sabi namin na kailangan ibigay namin yung 100% effort namin kasi no last game talo kami. So kailangan bumawi today.
Once again, happy birthday to you, Tonton Bringas. I'll turn it over now to our Coliseum Barker Miguel Pere for the start of the game.
And we are welcoming you once again here at the Calasiao Sports Complex in Pangasinan for the continuation of the 2024 Buenas Manny Pacquiao's Mpbl Season 6, presented by Extreme, live on the official Mpbl FB page, YouTube channel, MPTV Signal Channel 98, MPTV Channel 53 on satellite, and on Pilipinas Live app. For our second game, it's Negros versus Abra. And here are the starters. First off, for the Negros, Muscovados. Starting at forward number 22, Rick Kaunan. Also at forward number 10, Pio Longa. At center number 20, Mark Atabay. At guard number 2, Ivan Ludovice. And the other guard number 77, Renz Palma. Their head coach is Bonnie Garcia. Assistant coaches Juan Miguel Martin, J.M. Lagumen. Assistant team manager Rocky Gomez. Team managers Rendel Patricio. Team owners are John Gilbor and Grace Gilbor. And now, the starting five for the Abra Weavers. At forward number 25, Tonton Bringas. The other forward number 6, Enil Jaiser Tolentino. At center number 15, Jippy Faundo. Guard number 4, J.R. Chavez. And the other guard, number 0, Clint Escamis. The head coach for Abra Weavers is Jonathan Banal. Assistant coaches Don Uro, Dexter Rosales, and James Ongpin. Team managers are Glenn Eduarte and Billy Donato. Team governor is attorney Russell Bragas. Team owner is Kong Mayor.
These starting fives are brought to you by Buenas, Iván Davise, Renz Palma, Mark Atabay, Pio Longa, and Rick Kaunan for Negros. And then we have J.R. Chavez, Clint Escamis, GP Faundo, and Neil Tonitino joining the birthday boy, Tonton Bringas, for the Abra Weavers. Thank you for joining us. This is Nick Gomez at your service alongside Coach Mike Perez and Gianna Llanes. We are coming to you live from the Puto, capital of the Philippines, the Calasiao Sports Complex in Pangasinan. First possession for Negros, a team that won their first 3 games.
First 2 games.
In the season, 2 games lang?
Yep. First 2 games and lost the other 2. They're 2-2.
No, that's Abra.
Oh, Abra, right.
Okay, so Negros on the other hand is 3-1, right?
Right.
Okay, so now Abra has possession. J.R. Chavez working against Iván Davise. Here's Clint Escamis against Pio Longa. Escamis with the feed. Tolentino passes. Kick out. Tonton. Too strong. Battle for the loose ball. It ends up with Renz Palma. Palma barging through. Pass to Atabay. Kick out. Longa to Iván Davise for 3. That's good.
Yeah, I like that both teams are actually pushing this pace. I expected this game to be a little bit slow considering where they came from in their previous game. And right now, very much good ball movement here for both these teams.
Let's see if Abra can get some quick retribution. J.R. Chavez. Off to Clint Escamis. 2-man game with Faundo. Clint passes to the left. Tolentino up top. GP. 5 seconds. Faundo drives. Did he walk? Nope, he got fouled.
Actually, ito si Faundo, maganda in start nito in that previous game of theirs against Binyan, and he was up there competing against that team. But I'm really surprised and very happy for J.R. Chavez having to start.
I'm sure we'd be happy to listen into this report from Gianna Llanes as well.
Due to a hamstring injury, hindi pa rin makakalaro si Mac Talio ngayon, while Marion Magat is also out for Abra due to a hyperextended elbow. Miscommunication daw ang biggest hurdle ng Abra lately. Coach Tantan Banal sharing na at some point of their last loss, they were moving the ball, but they were not consistent on team offense. That's why for the rest of the season, we over me ang mantra nila, adding that amidst the loaded lineup, they really have to sacrifice for the benefit and success of the team. Back to you guys.
There you have it. We over me.
Yeah.
For the Abra Weavers. Let's see if they can execute better, especially in the late game as the Davise misfires. And here comes J.R. Chavez. No foul called. Chavez from downtown. Short. Back with Negros.
Yeah, good shot right there by Chavez. Nobody was on him. And really no one to challenge his attempt. Really just a matter of making it.
Here's Renz Palma working with Mark Atabay. Step back. Palma in and out.
And kanina sa report ni Diana, I like that they talk about yung challenges nila offensively itong Abra, and they really gotta find another guy that could create for them outside of Mac Talio.
Diana did mention as well, no Mac Talio in this game because of that hyper extension. Oh no, it's a hyperextended arm for Magat, but for Talio, it's a hamstring injury. There you have it. Kaunan, mid-range, that's good.
Yeah, and kailangan nila yung mga mid-range na yan. I mean, you can't just live and die with the 3. The perimeter game's got to be something there that's present para dito sa Negros.
Nice start for the white shirts. They're up 5-0. It's not every day that the big men get to shoot for Coach Bonnie Garcia, but I'm sure Kaunan will gladly take that. The opening was given to him after all. We'll be back after this timeout. You are catching us live on MPTV Channel 98 on Signal TV, Facebook, YouTube, and on Pilipinas Live, wherein you can watch multiple sports simultaneously. We have so many basketball, volleyball, football, and other sports leagues happening nowadays. But we do thank you for joining us. This is Nick Gomez with Coach Mike Perez and Gianna Llanes. No good for Clint Escamis. Battle for the rebound. There's a foul called. It's against Negros. Tonton? Nope. Oh, sorry. It's Rick Kaunan called for the foul. There's Coach Tantan Banal, one of our youngest coaches in the Mpbl. Tonton. Oh, that's a turnover off of the head of J.R. Chavez. Alam mo, napaisip tuloy ako.
Okay.
Is Coach Tantan actually younger than Tonton Bringas?
Baka pwede.
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 Well, maybe Gianna can help us out about that. As now, Palma misses, but there's a cleanup by Mark Atabay.
Well, good to see Mark Atabay very active chasing those offensive boards, and katulad ng sinabi natin, you know, we expect Mark to be leading that way alongside the other players for Negros.
7-0. Tonton Bringas trying to be aggressive on his birthday. He couldn't score. Rebound, Rick Kaunan.
Ganda rin ang binibigay nitong Rick Kaunan from a board perspective para dito sa Negros.
Kaunan in their previous outing played 17 minutes and scored 7 points. As now it is Mark Atabay draining a jumper.
Well, this is a deadly game. If you're gonna have Mark Atabay connect from the outside and have his will inside, medyo difficult cover yan. And so I'm sure Abra's gonna work on that as the game goes.
By the way, Mark Atabay did tell me that he's feeling a lot comfortable playing the 4 position. That's why it helps to have Rick Kaunan in
right.
that starting unit. Ooh, the chase for Mark Atabay. The ball was too forward for him.
Well, at
Prince
least,
Capral checks in.
at least you love that he's very actively taking his part on both ends of the floor. And kind of like you was expecting that from Mark.
Roy Sumang has checked in. Same goes for Mike Cañete, joining the returning Prince Capital. Here's Sumang with a light blue headband. That's looking good. Capital. Turnover. Good hands by Kaunan.
Yeah.
Here's Renz Palma. Up top, Pio Longa. No foul. There it is. A bit of a late call. And will Mike Cañete ask for a challenge? It will be 3 free throws.
Yeah. Pero ang ganda talaga ng binibigay ngayon na contributions itong si Kaunan. I mean, you know, it takes a lot of the load that you normally would get from Jeremy and either Jeff too.
As you can see, the Weavers are still standing up because they haven't scored in close to 4.5 minutes already. On the other end, Pio Longa is looking to extend the lead into double figures. He does so. First point in this game for the former UP Fighting Maroon.
Yeah, and they've had 6 attempts altogether and, you know, not making any yet.
Mayor JB Bernos, the La Paz Abra Mayor, is present in our game. Shout out to Sir JB. But I'm sure he's going to want to see a comeback here from his squad. It's now 12-0.
Wow, this is huge, and you really want to see now a field goal made para dito sa Abra Weavers.
0 out of 6 for Abra, 4 out of 7 for Negros. Cañete spins, basket and one.
Well, Cañete tried to cheat from the top, and thankfully, you know, Cañete went baseline on that spin.
You gotta love the composure of Mike Cañete, never rushing. At first, I tried to call him Mr. Slow-mo. He did not like it. Then I tried to call him Mr. Suave. Sabi niya, baka pwedeng Mr. Suave moves. Pinahaba pa niya yung nickname niya. So let's see, we'll try to feel it out.
Tsaka napakaganda ng ginawa niya for Bacoor. I mean, last year,
Alright.
it was really impressive.
3-point play completed, by the way. Clint Escamis with some good effort to try to get the ball. It's going to be a baseline inbound for Negros.
Right now, a little bit more of urgency para dito sa Abra, understanding they gotta put a stop here.
James Una is also in the game. The player of Emilio Aguinaldo College with Coach Gerson Gabiltes. Palma onto Rick Kaunan. 10 on the shot clock. Kick out Pio Longa. One more pass. Kaunan goes to the other side. Was that a goaltend? Apparently, we're good to go.
Yep.
Roy Sumang to the left. Recto, bounce pass onto Mike Cañete against Una. Cañete taking his time. Good hands by James. Foot race. Una crosses. There's the escape. 2 points for James Una.
Well, end-to-end, really good contribution here by James. Kanina nakita mo, pinostehan siya ni Cañete. Ngayon, may help na siya galing kay Pia Longa. They're not allowing that baseline drift anymore.
James Una tells me that his greatest learning so far in the Mpbl is knowing when to slow down. Because in collegiate basketball, up and down doon. Very aggressive ang players. Good for him to be even more calculated nowadays. Renz Palma, there's some great calculation.
I totally agree. I mean, kalkulado yung attack na yon. Before si Palma, makita natin, madalas nagmamadali yan. But now, again, he's trying to be in control, offensively and defensively.
Cañete, on the other hand, feed, that's intercepted. Negros on the run, 2-on-2. Palma all the way, no basket.
Good defensive stop there by Clientes Cames, taking on that attempt.
On the other end, JC Recto misfires. That was short.
Now this really is just a matter of making shot attempts for Abra. No attempts are taken away from them. They're just not making it.
This fast break of the game is brought to you by New Star. Win to the max. On the other end, James Una and company are making the most out of the attempts given to them by our basketball gods. Negros is now 7 out of 12 from the field. 16-3 is the tally. Ivan Ludovice. Capobres up top. Ivan. He fires. Short. Rebound. Suma. JC Recto. Saw an opening kick out. Sumang recovers it. JC fakes. Another feed. Capiral. Soft touch. No basket.
Again, open looks, good ball movement, no shots made. That's the thing.
Abra is shooting 10% from the field.
Yeah. But so they've been forced into turnovers to which they've given up 7 points. And so that's already a huge part of the deficit that they have right now.
Now Brix Ramos has checked in alongside Hubert Cani. They join Capobres, Jem Cruz, and James Una. On the other end, it's Sumang passing the ball to Ino Homboy. Three-pointer is good.
Boy, did they need that ball to go in. And finally, a shot from the outside, coming off a really good set. Now you got to build on that if you're Abra.
That matches Ino Homboy's three-point output from their previous game. He was 1 out of 6 from downtown.
And that three-point that he made was crucial in that match.
That's right. Although he needed one more to tie the game as Jem Cruz drains a three-pointer.
And you know, again, Jem Cruz is just a guy that's really stepped up big time para dito sa Negros. Not afraid of the moment. Doesn't matter who's guarding him. He knows his spots. He knows when to take it.
He has certainly found his touch in this season. Alvin Capobres just called for a foul, but now let's take a look at this three-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Ang ganda ng ikot ng bola para kay Ino Homboy. And then here's the answer from Jem Cruz.
Yep, and every time you drive that way, coming off the opposite wing, you gotta look at the opposite corner. That most probably is gonna be the free guy.
That was a good find by Brix Ramos, who is known for his facilitating. Now Brix is on the run. Hubert Cani will slow things down. 19-6. Couple of screens. Jem Cruz left wide open. Too strong. Rebound. Una. Great effort. And it's Ramos who retrieves the ball. Brix spins. Brix will score.
Now this is really like the Negros team that has gained all those wins. They're back to their form, and Abra Weaver's got to do the same thing.
21-6. Kick out Capiral. That's his shot. Three-pointer.
Yeah, he's very comfortable on that spot. I mean, you leave that guy that wide open. And that happens because he's a big man and hindi maka-close out yung defensive big niya on the other end.
The ultimate stretch five for the Abra Weavers. 21-9. Capobres, baseline drive. Alvin trying to create contact. No foul, no basket. Super Sumang on the other end. Against Hubert Cani. 1 minute and 10 remaining in the first quarter. Sumang leans in. Too strong. Ball tap. And recovered by Prince Capiral. No backing violation. 11 on the shot clock. Sumang misfires.
Yeah, that was came off a shot attempt, and so they just had to recover that. That's good.
Hubert Cani, two-man game with James Una. Now they swing it to Jem Cruz, no high-low, then he lost the ball. JC Recto on the run. Recto, his eyes were already directed to the rim.
Talagang eyes wide open eh. Kita niya pagkakataon na one of the very few times that they were able to get out in the open floor, and you got to take advantage of that.
The first display of the game is brought to you by Buenas. There's the size advantage for Brix Ramos. Naturally, he's a point guard, but he's trapped in a forward's body.
And with Prince, I guess not really 100% right now para dito sa Abra. I mean, you could beg the question, do they have a rim protector right now on the floor? So the guards have to help out defensively, not to allow dribble penetrations and challenge every shots from the outside.
So this is going to be one of the challenges with the absence of Marion Magat in this game.
Yeah.
There's JC Recto trying to help out in the interior. Second free throw for the youngster. Also an SGL from Mapua. No good.
And one thing that Negros has been doing is that they're putting their guys in actions that make two guys guard one player, and so the mismatch right there, good player.
Ooh, no call. We shall continue. Abra looking for a travel, not given to them. 4 on the shot clock. Ramos spins again. There's the escape, but no basket. 14 seconds. Forward pass. JLC is fouled.
Yeah, that's one guy they got to get going right now. As you see JLC. GLC, Comboy, you know, these, and together with Super Roy Sumang, we got to be able to produce more points here.
Clemente is at the stripe. Mr. Clutch in the first game of Abra in the season converts. First point in this game for JLC, the champion himself in the Mpbl's 5th season alongside the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Piolonga now returns to replace Alvin Capobres. 10 seconds remaining in the opening frame. Easy bring down here for Hubert Cani. Led by Roy Sumang. Cani saw an opening. Hubert, too strong. Good effort by Capiral, and that's it for our first quarter. Negros off to a fantastic start.
Yeah, and an 0-7 start para sa Abra Weavers really slowed them a lot, and you know, just couldn't buy a basket. They're getting their attempts, they're getting quality shots, but that's not seeing that ball go through the net.
On the other end, we saw some baskets from Ivan Ludovice and company. They had 8 makes from the field. There's Mark Atabay doing his usual work from inside. Brix Ramos also contributing to the matter. That's a 3-pointer for Jem Cruz. You leave in that space, it's already too easy. And then here's Brix getting rewarded with 2 points of his own for this matchup so far. This end of the first quarter score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas.
Cheers.
Back with Piolonga and Negros taking on John Noy Clemente and the Abra Weavers inside the Calasiao Sports Complex. We are in the Puto, capital of the Philippines, Pangasinan. This is Mix Gomez with Coach Mike Perez and Gian Alyanes. Second quarter now commences. Capital, no high-low. They swing to JLC. Ooh, that was way off. But there's the putback by JC Recto. Coach Mike, our first quarter field goal shooting.
Yeah, 8 of 18 and 3 of 15 para dito sa Abra. Well, nakikita mo halos pareho nga yung shot attempts, no? Mas maganda lang yung conversions para dito sa Negros, and a lot of them really has to do with the disruptive defense being put up by Negros. I feel Negros could feel na medyo mas free sila ngayon compared to the previous game in Zamboanga. They had easier shots. They bring the ball a lot easier compared to the previous one, and so they feel a lot of freedom right now.
They also mentioned they're looking quite familiar because this is their form in their first 3 wins.
Correct.
Good for them to have recovered, but it still is a long way to go. 21-14, a minute gone by in the second quarter. Jem Cruz saw an opening. Bounce pass. That's intercepted by JC Recto.
Well, you love that deflection of JC, really minding that cut underneath and checking on it.
Bounce pass. Capiral is fouled. 2 free throws.
You involve those two guys, Roy Sumang and Prince Capiral. It's very similar to a Mac Talio and a Prince Capiral that you involve. I mean, those guys are veterans and can find open spots on the floor to which they can have opportunities to score.
That's why we also can't wait for Mac Talio and Roy Sumang to see the floor together. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Capiral misfires on his return game for the Mpbl after a minor knee injury. And there's Coach Tantan Banal, who apparently is 34 years old, which means he's younger than Tonton Bringas. Big shout out to Gianna and Ana Banal for giving us that information. JLC sits down. Jimboy Pastoran is now in the game. And there's this height disparity favoring Negros now.
Yeah. And yan naman talaga madalas yung nakikita natin when we talked about it even in the previous game. And they have so much presence inside, and Mark Atabay can do both inside and out.
Atabay giving the screen to Brix Ramos. 5 on the shot clock. Jem Cruz short. Rebound Hubert Cani. Back to Jeremy inside. Ooh, the kick out a bit too high. Ramos recovers. Brix. Nice pass.
What a
three-pointer. Hubert Cani misses. You know, Brix Ramos is feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
That's his usual game.
Mas relaxed yung mga movement, you know. He's feeling he's in rhythm right now.
Homeboy misfires. Rebound Jem Cruz. Here's Hubert Cani. 21-15. Screen up top. There's the pop. Back to Hubert. 13 on the shot clock. Cani saw an opening. Ooh, could have shot that ball. Instead, it's a turnover.
Yeah, I already had that lane on the left side, no? As Capiral was very busy trying to locate where that ball was gonna go. An attempt lang talagang tumingin sa iba si Hubert Cani. And so that turnover.
Ivan Ludovise and Renz Palma have returned for Negros. The lead is still 6. Capiral, three-pointer. The bounce that goes outside.
No, if you're Coach Tantan Banal, you're not to worry here because you're getting your shots. Again, it goes back to just making them. Similar shot attempt a while ago. Little pin down action with Prince Capiral. Nobody guarding him.
And this is already a good look for them because they trail by as many as 15.
Right.
It's a 2-possession game. Pio Longa fires. In and out. Rebound, Jimboy Pasturan.
Abra's got enough guards to push that ball on the other end, but the defense really being able to recover here for Negros.
Capiral, same look, same result. Out of bounds again.
And the thing is, halos pareho yung tama ng tira niya. It's back rim, so it's a little bit stronger than he usually releases. Maybe it's got something to do with his knee. You know, it's not comfortably coming from that base of where that shot is coming from. Kaya nag-a-adjust siya sa taas.
Birthday boy has returned. Tonton Bringas, a year older than Coach Tantan Banal. And he's also aided by Del Fabro, who's making his first appearance in this game. Ooh, no,
wow.
no.
Well, that was a quick one.
Good eyes by referee Jay Castroverde. And this is the last thing that you would want to see from Negros, because you're coming off of a game wherein you had 2 players disqualified.
And the thing is, you're playing really good basketball right now. You're up 6. You're shooting 36% from the field. You're able to force them into turnovers. You're getting points on the other end. And there's really no need for this.
All right, we'll let our referees decide. They are looking at the replay right now, so we won't give out our observation as of this moment because we don't want to say anything too negative. Baka mamaya napangunahan lang din naman natin. But then again, just to remind everybody, Jeff Comia and Jeremy Mahinay were both ejected in their previous game because of disqualifying fouls, respectively.
Well, I'm sure Negros is going to be able to regroup and about this event. You know, for all it means, they're still with the lead by 6, and you don't want to give momentum to Abra.
There's Rodel Fabro, recently inserted in this game. Wala pang pawis. But it's good to see him with Abra. After all, this guy played for Bicol momentarily last year. Before that, he was with Caloocan.
Did he play before for Coach Mike Sagigit in Parañaque?
Fabro?
Yeah?
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
Why?
Because I think in college he played for him.
Olivares?
In Olivares, yeah. At least that's what I recall.
Maybe. O baka may kamukha siya.
Hindi, si Rodel Fabro mismo.
Siya talaga
Siya
mismo.
talaga mismo.
Why don't we take this time to search? We do have the time. All right, let's do the search. Rodel Fabro, Olivares College. You are correct. He did play for Olivares. Okay. What's the call?
Upon review, warning on number 23, Rodel Fabro, for unsportsmanlike behavior.
Oh, that's it. Just a warning.
Yeah.
On Rodel Fabro.
So that completely, you know, changes the perspective earlier. And so, you know, if you're Rodel Fabro now, you got to take it easy in this game.
Okay, we shall continue. The score is 21-15. Over 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Buti nila, hindi natin pinangunahan yun.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Nothing too bad here for Negros. Atabay turning around and missing. And here come the Weavers.
The important thing is to get a conversion here if you're Abra.
Here's Ino Comboy. Baseline drive. Comboy. No basket. Great effort by Fabro. There's the kick out. Tonton Bringas. 10 seconds. They swing it onto the corner. Comboy for 3. Short. Again, the effort by Fabro. Tonton up top. Jimboy for 3. Yes, sir. Finally for Abra.
A really good recovery right there by Abra. Ball swing, offensive rebound, kick out 3. That's really how you do it if you get an offensive rebound.
That's the third 3 of Abra in this game. And mind you, they've only made 5 total shots.
Right?
21-18. Ooh, that was a hard hit by Tonton Bringas on the drive of Renz Palma. By the way, those two are former teammates.
Right. Those two are teammates.
And that's why we have Rudy Distrito now at the center of the court. He is our head of security, the peacemaker. Now in the Mpbl, he used to be known as the Destroyer. Our bouncers are also trying to separate the players. It's getting chippy.
Yeah, and both these teams, you know, want to go back on the winning track. Mindoro's lost 3 in a row. Abra's lost 2 in a row.
There's a sense of urgency, even though it's early in the season. Why not? After all, you don't want to be looking back to your games by the end of the season.
That's right.
Sabihin mong nasayangan ka.
Oo. Mas lalo na yung, I mean, it happened last season to some teams na sana na ipanalo natin yung mga winnable games early on. We could have gotten a better position in the latter part, no?
Okay. Referee Edmar Avis is now speaking with Miguel Perey. Let's listen in.
Upon review, unsportsmanlike foul on number 25, Tonton Bringas, for excessive hard contact.
Unspo on Tonton, who now apologizes to his former teammate Renz Palma. There's their other former teammate in Roy Sumang. Actually, sorry, Sumang was teammates with Palma but not with Tonton, because Bringas transferred to Makati last year. This was the replay. Ayun, no?
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
Nag-ricochet din.
ricochet.
Well, Renz Palma is looking good. He's a bit red, but he's good to go. That's what matters the most. 2 gimmies and ball possession for Negros. First free throw is no good for Renz Palma. He has 2 points and 5 rebounds in 9 minutes of play so far.
And much as Abra has struggled in the start of the game with made field goals, they're in this right now. They're down only 3.
They trailed by as many as 15 points. And the score is 21-18. You can just imagine the dominant start by Negros a while ago. Ivan Ludovice against Jimboy Pastoran. They go to Pio Longa. 8 on the shot clock. Screen by Rick Kaunan. Longa still has it. 5 seconds. Now down to 2 seconds. Ludovice will lose time.
Yeah, and the screws have tightened up hill real good for the Weavers. I mean, at least for the past 3 possessions that we've seen, including that one where Renz Palma got fouled, you know, people are right in front of every offensive player.
5.5 minutes remaining before halftime. We're back with Abra. It's a 1-possession game. Jimboy Pastoran. Lumalabas si Ino Comboy. Jimboy still has it. 2-man game up top. 7 on the shot clock. Jimboy misfires.
And again, that could have been another makeable shot. So you're not worried, really, if you're Coach Tantan Banal, because your execution is right there and your defensive stuffs have been pretty solid, at least for the previous possessions.
On the other end, Kaunan fades. No basket. Counter, Roy Sumang serving the floor. Sumang slowing things down. Down went Pablo, and there's a pull, a foul on Rick Kaunan.
And with the game slowing down, this actually favors the Weavers, right? Nawala yung momentum ng Negros kanina. They could have continued with it, but really this chippiness and all this slowdown on the action, medyo nagiging favor para dito sa Weavers kahit na ngayon nalalamangan sila ng 3.
Can they actually get over the hump? This is for the tie. No good for Comboy. Follow. Still no basket, and that's a push by Fabro.
Yeah, medyo may tapik ng konti sa likod. And as they were going for that rebound.
They have a timeout. The score is 21-18. 4 minutes and 48 remain.
Alam niyo ba itong si Renz Palma actually describes himself as a romantic, with One More Chance being his favorite movie. One More Chance din ang hinihingi niya para makabawi sila ngayon. Leader daw kasi ang role niya dito sa Negros. Pero he really had to gain that role. He went through the entire tryout process just to get on this team. Ayon kay Renz, for this game naman, he's taking characteristics from being a businessman. Just like with his Chicken Poppers company, sa laro na ito, magiging matalino, madiskarte, at mahaba ang pasensya niya. Migs and Coach Mike?
That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a courtside report.
Yeah.
Thank you. Great job, Gianna. A lot of information about Renz Palma. It all starts with One More Chance. But for him to play it, you know, every step of the way, I'm sure that's even more fulfilling that he's back in the Mpbl with a new team as Atabay just scored for them.
Yeah, yung kanina, Gianna also mentioned about patience and just staying the course, which is what Renz actually showed after nang bumagsak kanina. No? He just stood up and continued to play the game.
All right. Now, this lucky fan of the game is brought to you by Buenas. Off of that basket, some people are happy inside the Calasiao Sports Complex in Pangasinan. Baseline inbound for J.R. Chavez. They're down by 5. Fidel Fabro, the former Olivares Sea Lion. To the middle they go. Now it's Clint Escamis. 2-man game with Tonton Bringas. Escamis will fire. Oh, that's a poor closeout.
Yeah, momentum carried Renz towards Clint right there. And I strongly feel that J.R. Chavez together with Clint Escames on the floor at the same time, that's a deadly combo on the backcourt.
Yeah, not the tallest, but
Yeah.
the effort will be there. And they will definitely play defense.
Yes.
Escamis converts on his first gimme. He will be back with Mapua this coming June. So if you're an Abra fan, make the most out of your supporting opportunities for Prince Charming himself. Second free throw converted by Clint Escamis. There's the other Prince Charming of Abra in Coach Tantan Banal. 4 minutes and 7 seconds before halftime. Third free throw, no good. Doon pa siya nagkamali.
Pwede silang gumawa ng reality show, you know? Sa a lot of really good-looking guys right there.
Baka yun ang magiging bagong show ni Renz Palma. Hindi na one more chance. Here's Ivan Ludovice to the corner. Atabay, baseline drive. Good defense by Fabro.
Yeah.
But still, Atabay was able to score, and he said, it's dinner time. That's a tech. You can't celebrate towards your opponent.
Wow, I was gonna say that was actually a really good shot attempt. You know, ganda ng depensa, but still better offense for Mark. But minsan naki-carried away ka talaga sa mga ganun. Sana ko sobrang ganda nung ginawa mo, di ba?
Especially Mark Atabay, who's been working on his range since last year. Remember that narrative? Marikina went up against Pampanga in the first round of the playoffs, and he needed to shoot jumpers so that he can pull away Balti from the paint.
Right. See here, really good coverage. Step back, and then the mamam.
Ayun. You could do that if you're facing Renz Palma or any other teammate.
If you're facing the other way, no, away from your opponents.
Jimboy Pastoran converts on the technical. It's 21-25 now. There's Mark Atabay apologizing to Coach Bonnie Garcia. Mark Atabay's former team, Marikina, will be in action later on, by the way, against the Pangasinan Heat Waves. That will be the second home court defense of Pangasinan in the 6th season of the Mpbl.
Oh boy, this place is gonna be rocking later with Pangasinan still looking for their first win in the home floor.
All right. Pastoran fires. Short rebound Atabay. Mark has 3 boards now in this game. Hubert Cani off of being the trailer. Hubert passes to the right. Inside they go. Atabay, great footwork. Nice feed. And there's the finish for Rick Kaunan.
Well, Mark Atabay making himself the point of attack. Every defense got drawn to him and leaving another guy. Two guards guarding one player. You leave it up.
Somewhere out there, Coach Elvis Tolentino should be proud of how far this guy has come in the MPBL. Would you imagine that he could have done this last year?
Yeah. Ibang klase, no? Yung naging contribution niya. By the way, that was an excellent execution of what's called a shake action by Team Negros. Getting that middle ball screen and hitting that roller underneath, which happens to be Mark Atabay, and allowing him to decide from there.
Now, the free throws haven't been too friendly for Abra. They're now at 5 out of 10 from the line. Let me check that. This could be updated. I'll get back to you on it. 27-21. We seem to have passionate fans inside the arena, drawing the attention of the crowd as Neil Tolentino returns.
But if there's one stat then that's been improving here para sa Abra Weavers, it's rebounds. They're a -2 right now. Kanina they were down by as much as 6 or 7 on that department. And so a little more conscious effort to go for those boards that Weavers have.
Would you say that Rodel Fabro has made his mark in that department, as now James Una just scored?
Yeah, I think he does. You know, activity of finding open men and cutting to those open areas on the floor to claim those rebounds.
29-22. Tonton Bringas off of his spin. Almost a turnover. Escamis, sidestep, nice move. 2 points for Prince Charming.
Oh man, you guard him like that. You have to be really wary of where that secondary guy is gonna come from. He could either finish or feed off the other guy.
And James Una should know. That's his MVP in his collegiate league. Una now given space. He fires. No retribution. Rebound. Clint Escamis. Abra down by 5. The cross That's off of Escamis apparently.
Ivan Ludovic, as experienced as he is, he was actually waiting for that in-between cross dribble.
Now this play of the game is brought to you by Buena Sidestep Beauty for Clint Escamis.
That lane almost exclusively opening up for Clint, and Una tried to help, but he was late.
29-24, 2 minutes remaining before halftime. James Una. Hubert Cani, three-pointer. Yes, sir.
That's one of the weapons actually na ginamit ng Zamboanga against Negros. A little flare action leading up to a three. You normally would see that with JC. This time around, si Hubert naman ang gumagawa para dito sa Negros.
Good to see them learn a thing or two from Coach Louie Alas. 9 on the shot clock for Abra. High-low. Cañete turns around. He scores. Another three-point play opportunity.
He's just so stable when he got that ball on that low block. I mean, had that guy behind him. Really good foundational footwork right there. On the jump, faced up, baby hook. That's it. That's all you need.
Suabe lang para kay Mike Cañete. Prince Capital has returned, replacing the birthday boy. Here's the bonus for Mike Cañete. But before he proceeds, Jem Cruz will also get on the court. He will replace Rick Kaunan. A smaller lineup now for Negros.
6-point difference at this part of the game. Minute and a half before we turn the break.
I wonder if Cañete will actually maximize whoever will be defending him in the next possession. It seems like it will be Jem Cruz.
That's a good matchup there, no? Jem versus Mike.
Ivan Ludovice staying disciplined. Here's Renz Palba. 15 on the shot clock. Hubert Cani to James Una. Back to Hubert. 8 seconds. Screens up top. Cani saw an opening. There's the lob, and Una will finish.
James Una taking it back right there, trying to be offensive-minded.
Oh my goodness,
wow.
What a move by J.R. Chavez.
Oh man, look at that move by JR. I told you this guy can actually do those stuff underneath. Give him that open spot, he's gonna claim it and take it.
Turning back the hands of time, much like what he did last year for Marikina. It's a nice reverse layup for J.R. Chavez, 34-29. Back in the Puto, capital of the Philippines, Calasiao, Pangasinan. This is Mix Gomez alongside Coach Mike Perez and Gianna Llanes at your service. There's our passionate crowd, of course, being welcomed by Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes, Head of Basketball Operations Emer Oreta, and Head of Security Rudy Distrito. I want to give a shout out to those three, by the way, alongside our other VIPs, the staff that we have in the Mpbl, the production team as well, for all of their hard work. Imagine traveling all throughout Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao for 6 days in a week, just so that we can bring our Mpbl basketball action to our beloved fans.
Yeah, and so much dedication to a sport that's passionately followed by almost every Filipino.
34-29, Negros up top against Abra. Ludovice, great patience. That was such a veteran move.
Sobrang gusto lang niyang pahirapan defensively itong si J.R. Chavez. Wanted to keep him busy and to take back that under-goal stab that J.R. hit a while ago.
Talk about a good leader in the Mpbl. Ivan Ludovice was a champion back in Season 3 alongside Davao Occidental. And he was a finalist just last year with the Bacoor City Strikers. Ayan din. Lumalakbay din yan para sa mga basketball fans natin. Our hecklers.
Yeah. Alam mo what's amazing about these hecklers? even Nueva Ecija in our game.
Exactly. We're in Pangasinan.
Yeah, I saw them walking, going to that gym in Palayan City.
Tatlo yan. Magkakasama yan.
Right.
Actually, may isa pa. Wala lang siya ngayon. But now we go back to our action. 35-29. Chavez on to Caperal. His shot again. Three-pointer for Prince.
Boy, they needed those last two conversions. Speaking of Abra.
One possession game. 25 seconds remaining before halftime. 8-second differential. Ivan Ludovice. They go to Bricks. Ramos in a bit of trouble. Good patience.
Nice
Bricks
fake.
Ramos will score.
Oh, nice fake. Good patience. That's right.
9 seconds remaining. Clint Escamis against Bricks Ramos. Nice matchup. Escamis shoves away his defender and he scores to beat the buzzer.
Boy, what is action that we've seen from all the guards right here to close out the half. I mean, these guys have been really good and sensational. It's a close game right here. Completely different from how it started in the first 5 minutes of this game.
Negros led by as many as 15 points, but with the efforts of Clint Escamis and company, it's now a one-possession game. There's the jumper by our reigning NCAA MVP from the Mapua Cardinals. This halftime score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pilipinas. 37-34, now we present to you our top 10 plays of the week.
To initiate the offense, that's where Mactali will come in.
These last 2 minutes are brought to you by GameX. Oh, what a feed! Lawrence Victoria to Don Reverente.
Nawala yung depensa ni Tolentino or ni Comboy right there. And a good dive by Don Reverente.
That's 6 points for Don Reverente, but how about Lawrence Victoria? 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Katakutan recovered by Gutadera. We're getting sloppy here. And oh, chase down by Katakutan. Tingnan natin dito yung chase down galing kay Oring Katakutan and Ed Dakiwa.
Look at his speed. Mark Donoy on to 5th gear, just like that.
That's the problem. If you allow him to take that ball with that much momentum, you got to be faster than him to stay in front. Otherwise, you'll always be on the side. You'll be late.
De La Cruz in trouble. Taken away by Gabo. It's off to the races. Hesed Gabo will finish.
Oh, wow. Hesed Gabo on a foot race against the taller Dennis Santos. But look at Hesed right here. Foot race against the lengthier big man. Didn't panic at all. Stayed glued to that rim. And that finish too.
Using the keyboard as cushion.
Yeah.
Grabe yung
Because Tito is a guy that talks a lot about family. Oh, wow.
Ablaza inches closer, and then the adjustment in midair. 16 points in the game for Sid Ablaza.
And he leads all scorers, Javi, with that 16.
He's looking to shoot.
Sazon. No good. Minus with the rebound.
Nice move.
What a move. Minus with a finger roll. Ganda naman nun, Coach Krishna.
Yeah, he just caught Mitchell flat-footed after that in-and-out move going to his right. Binit-bit pa, pinakita ang bola, tinapos sa ring.
Nice feed, Victoria, too strong. Rebound JLC. Chavez going left, nice move.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful for JR.
Oh, it's just a burst of energy right there. That's what you love about J.R. Chavez. We talked about the depth of the guard rotation of Abra. We totally forgot about J.R. Again, that craftiness, being able to sprint the other end, understanding that, you know, you got to beat these defenders and get to the cup.
Santos. Oh, what a move. Adjusts in midair. Dennis Santos. His play of the game brought to you by Buenas. Iwas sa depensa. The fans loving it. Ito sagot ng Valenzuela dito. Arminion gets free. Santos Three-pointer. Yes!
Wow!
Tie game again.
Oh, wow!
Credit Andre Arminion there. Another assist. That's assist number 11.
No need to foul here for the Warriors.
Right, defend without fouling.
Active hands by Lorde. Razon gives it up. Manalang with 6 on the 24. Philip looks up, goes out. Razon has to take this. Razon from way downtown.
Wow!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, wow!
Chelo Razon has bailed them out so many times in this game with those difficult shots. Oh my goodness, Chelo Razon, what a way to close out this game for Parañaque.
Back for Negros versus Abra. It's only a one-possession game with Negros up top 37-34 after Abra trailed by as many as 15 points early in this game. Well, Negros did enjoy that advantage, but it didn't last long.
Yeah, and eventually Abra was able to come back. I mean, same number of field goal attempts, but better conversions, I guess, for Abra. Rebounds, you see right there. 4-point difference, but it's the points of turnovers that really gave that lead at the start of the first quarter. 7 of that coming from that run, or that 7-0 run para dito sa Negros. But again, it's the bench points that really led back Abra into this game, keeping it close. And I think it's Prince Caperal and Mike Cañete that's been leading the way.
Right. That was a double sub for their big men.
Right.
In the first quarter that allowed them to spark off a run. And there's that last bucket in the second quarter, courtesy of Clint Escamis. Thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Coach Mike Perez and Gianna Llanes, coming to you live from the Calasiao Sports Complex all the way up in Pangasinan for your Mpbl Saturday. Hubert Cani for 3. No bounce. Rebound Escamis. Roy Sumang attacking. Caperal turns around and he scores.
Boy, Caperal right now really changing it a little bit, at least at the start of the third quarter, kung paano siya pupuntos. This time around, he went on the post. And I might just say, Mix, it's also the free throws that give back this game to Abra. They're a +9 in terms of attempts and a +6 on made points from the free throws alone. And so, yun ang malaking tulong rin kung bakit nakabalik sila.
That's 10 out of 16 in particular for Abra in this game so far from the stripe. That's a miss by Ludovice. And here comes Roy Sumang. Clint Escamis sidestep, kick out Gonzalez. That's their homegrown. The pull-up and the miss. Offensive rebound. One more feed. Super Sumang will miss.
Boy, that would have been a good action right there between Clint and Roy Sumang. We've been waiting for those two guys to connect, and that would have been a good opportunity.
And that would have given Abra their first lead in this game. 37-36 to Ludovice. This is a good look. Renz Palma for 3. Yes, sir.
And one thing's for sure, that shake action has been working for Negros. We've seen them score off of it twice already.
Oh, nice block by Kaunan. We did see Mayor Kevin Roy Macanlalay enjoying the action. He's anticipating our next game between Pangasinan and Marikina. Hubert Cani against Clint Escamis. 11 on the shot clock. 2-man game. The former Marlins working together. Ludovice hands it off. It's Kaunan taking his time. Turnover.
Sumobra ng 2 dribble. Si Kaunan doon, libre na dapat siya. He could have taken that shot and risen to make a shot attempt, but instead he opted to go inside a little bit closer.
This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Catch and shoot for Renz Palma. So he's now 2 out of 5 from the field. That's his first 3 in this game. 5 points for Renz. On the other end, Roy Sumang just converted. That's his first 2 points in this game.
And that's the Roy Sumang that every Abra Weaver fan would want to see. You know, strong, intentional, attack to the rack with a finish.
40-38. Palma looking for a teammate. They go to the corner. Ludovice cross court, risky pass, good anticipation. Clint Escamis all the way. He's fouled.
Let me tell you, Migs, itong si Clint, I saw him play in his early years in San Beda, Alabama. He played for Coach Dave Lozano. I mentioned this in the previous broadcast. That's one of his favorite plays. On that skip pass, the steal. That's something that he always anticipates. Back then, when he was in grade school, he'd play forward. Pero naaabangan niya yun, yung pass, yung skip pass na yun on the guard. So, kumbaga matik na yan kay Clint pag ganyan.
Nung time na yun, nakapress ba sila?
Oo.
So there you go. When you press a lot, you anticipate the ball a lot with those types of passes.
That's right. And so, I guess I can say na medyo advanced for his age during that time, yung, yung defensive perspective ni Clint Escamis.
And it's always good to, talk about a guy focused on defense when he's young. By the way, now we have a deadlock. 40 all in this game. 7 minutes and 24 remaining in the third quarter, and Coach Tantan Banal is pumped up. They forced the turnover.
And why not? After all, that was a really good defensive stop. Parang siya yung nakadepensa no? Si Coach Tantan kung nakita mo kanina. Humayo 5 eh.
There's our Buenos Lucky fan of the game. We're back with Abra. Cañete in trouble. Cañete gives Abra the lead, but it looks like that won't count. It's a 24-second shot clock violation. Coach Tantan is asking for a challenge.
Well, I guess this is the most animated Coach Tantan has been. At least for all the games that I've seen, he's really into this now.
Well, there is that sense of urgency. After all, this is a team that's coming off of a loss.
Right.
And they've been trailing for the whole match.
And this is going to be huge for their, momentum, because you beat a team like Negros, who's come from a 3-game winning streak, only to lose last time against Zamboanga.
It is a shot clock violation. Let's see the replay. There's the effort by Mike Cañete. The ball didn't hit the rim. That's why the shot clock wasn't reset. And there you go.
Yeah,
that's
still in his
obviously
hands.
24 on the call. So we're back with Negros. Jojo Antiporda is in this game for the first time. Deadlock at 40. That's 2 generations of UE players going up against each other. Sumang versus Jojo. Kaunan left wide open. Too strong on his 3. Rebound Prince Capiral.
Let's see what Sumang does here.
2-man game. That's his favorite. Sumang kick out. Capiral fakes. Prince back to Roy. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Sumang still dancing with the ball, and that is a turnover.
That was a turnover primarily because of the defense of Negros. But then again, if you're Coach Tantan Banal, you love the movement, Medyo may konting, may ping, may strong finish. Hindi lang may convert.
And Sumang also wanted Prince Capiral to shoot the ball already. He does trust his big guy with his range. Turnover story at 10-7 in favor of Abra. Still at a deadlock. 3.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Jojo Antiporda. Hubert Cani, 6 seconds. Cani drives. Hubert leans in and he scores.
Wow. You just love Hubert Cani being active offensively right here. You expect him to set up the table, but then again, you love for him to finish from time to time.
42-40. Negros not giving up the lead. Wow, what a beautiful move by Clint Escamis.
Oh, man, look at that shot by Clint Escamis. That was in too deep and still made it.
Much like what we saw in our first game today. 42-all, another deadlock. Hubert Cani misfires. Battle for the rebound. Abra will take possession as Ino Comboy checks in.
Well, this third quarter has really been very good for Abra Weavers.
This is the leaner by Hubert Cani. That gave them the lead. But then on the other end, Clint Escamis giving us some 24-karat magic in the air with that beautiful reverse layup to the delight of the crowd here in Pangasinan. 42-all. Back with Clint. Going left. Escamis still at it. Step back. In and out. Rebound, Palma.
Well, both guards actually very active here offensively. And that's good, especially for the Abra Weavers, because a lot of them really guard-oriented team.
Tough fate for Hubert. Rebound, J.R. Chavez. He is a rebounding guard after all. Ino Comboy. Up top, Capiral fakes. Capiral back to Ino. Almost lost it. Halfway done in the third frame. Escamis staying aggressive. Clint drives. Now it's JR's turn. Chavez kick out. Corner. A fake and a leaner for Cañete. And he puts it in. And now Abra has the lead.
All 5 players right now for the Weavers are actually scorers. If you look at it, Chavez, Cañete, Comboy, Clint, as well as Prince.
I'm sure the experimentation keeps on going for Coach Tantan Banal, but this could be a good answer for him. A miss by Renz Palma. Abra looking to extend its lead. Remember, they trailed by as many as 15 in the first quarter. J.R. Chavez off of the horns play. It's Capiral. Looking for a teammate. Comboy. Nice fake.
Yeah.
Daylight. Short. Rebound Una.
That was a good shot by Comboy of a fake, allowing that defense to fly by. And now it's Negros' turn to try and attack.
4 minutes remaining. Hubert Cani. Jem Cruz thought about it. Back to Hubert. 10 seconds against Clint Escamis.
Dispatch on the low block. He didn't see it.
Cani turns around and he drains that jumper.
Who needs
Cold-blooded.
Who needs a mismatch if you can make that shot, no? Mix.
Well, he's done that a lot of times, not only with FEU, but also in 3x3 basketball.
Wow.
44 all. Comboy is fouled. That's a poor closeout by Renz Palma.
And I like that both teams are actually looking at the mismatches in this game. Right here you see Hubert Cani dancing in front of Clint, doing a little pirouette and letting go that looping shot.
That's actually his shot. We're quite used to seeing that. But now, let's go back to our courtside reporter, Gianna Llanes.
Forget about the beginning of the game. Strong start naman tayo this time around. Ang mensahe ni Coach Tantan sa Weavers before the second half. Kwento niya at the beginning of the game, nagulat ang mga players niya depensahan ang mga bagong offensive plays ng Negros na hindi nila na-scout. But in order to solve that, they really just had to tighten their defense. Pansin rin niya nawawala na ang momentum ng Moscovado sa second quarter, which got them into foul trouble, encouraging his players now offensively to be courageous in driving that ball. Back to you, Migs and Coach Mike.
There you have it, some experimentation made by Coach Bonnie Garcia, causing a bit of chaos on the game plan of Coach Tantan Banal. But as you always say, defense is the answer. It's a usual key for you to try to win a basketball game.
Yeah, and yung change, I guess, in the offensive sets, which we also notice, is primarily because of you don't have a Jeff Comia now. You don't have a Jeremy Mahina, and so that changes a bit the dynamics. This is the first time, I guess, I've seen that shake action that I was mentioning a while ago. I didn't see that where you have that side ball screen and that roller. We didn't see that so much before. A lot of it is really horns and big man play outside.
Coach Bonnie has a challenge ongoing. This is our first challenge of the day, right? It seems like
Yeah,
it.
I think it's the first.
We'll let the referees Jay Castroverde, Edmar Avis, Manuel Binondo, and Jay Francisco. Okay, we just heard the voice of referee Jay Castroverde. Had to interrupt me there, but the challenge is unsuccessful. Okay, I'd like to take this time to greet a happy birthday to Sir Cloyd
Upon
Peter
review,
Lalas
the
of
challenge
Alaminos
was
City, Pangasinan.
unsuccessful.
Ang galing, yan ang
Call of the
pinapabati rin,
four
no?
says,
Ang
foul
ating
number
kasama
77,
dito sa
Renz
likod.
Palma.
I do not know who actually handed us this paper, but big shout out to Sir Cloyd Peter Lalas on your birthday. There's the closeout. So Comboy will shoot 3 free throws. But it's not an unspoke.
But Comboy has been really a huge part of this comeback by the Weavers. And so, you know, how much more can they sustain this and how much more will Negros be coming back after that strong start?
Comboy has 4 points so far to his name. Second free throw is good. Pino Comboy is also making his first appearance in our beloved Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Played a lot of 3x3 basketball after getting drafted in the PBA. He used to star with Hubert Cani for the FEU Tamaraos. Now their opponents.
Yeah, I got to cover them too at some point. These two guys when they're playing with the FEU.
47-44, under 3.5 minutes remaining before the end of the third. Hubert Cani, screened by James Una. Good defense by Chavez, just chasing Hubert.
Right.
6 on the shot clock. Vix Ramos trying to make some magic happen. That's a turnover. JLC on the run. Abra has numbers. They go to the corner. Comboy, Daylight, short. Rebound, James Una.
Had the right idea, but really just no conversions right there. Your guy's free from the 3. That's his range. You have to be able to hand it to him and take it.
Hubert is trying to maneuver against multiple defenders. They go to Alvin Capobres. The drive, the spin, and the bucket.
Wow. How about that move right there? Beautifully done amidst all the defense.
Well, he's trying to show off against his former coach, Tantan Banal, when they were together in Rizal. Off of the miss by J.R. Chavez. Forward pass, Hubert Cani to Mark Atabay, who misses. Medyo nagmadali. 47-46. Inong Homeboy. Kick out. Prince Caperal. Three-pointer. Way off. And he knew it.
Tsaka ramdam mo medyo he's nursing that, I guess, the right knee, no?
Yeah.
As he was landing, he was trying to protect it, making sure that it landed well after that shot.
Caperal will now take a breather. Pasok dito si JC Recto. He joins Tonton Bringas, Inong Homeboy, JLC, and JR Chavez. 2 minutes and 15 remaining before the end of the third. Capobres, Atabay. Back to Alvin. Saw an opening. Capobres with a lot of space. Sorry miss. Rebound, JR Chavez. And here's Inong Homeboy. Stop and pop. Bombs away.
Definitely he's got range. Missed that shot earlier, but this time around he made sure that he's gonna connect.
9 points in this game for Inong Homeboy. 50-46. A minute and 43. Ivan Ludovice driving left. He spins, he fakes, and then he got fouled. So he's done this twice already in this game. Just baiting the defense of J.R. Chavez.
But how about this run right here? Homeboy stop and pop, not minding that defense right in front of him. I mean, after all, if you're within range and you've got your stroke, why not go and take it?
And now we have a challenge from Coach Tantan Banal. J.R. Chavez was really upset with that call. Thought he played honest defense versus one of our veterans in Ivan Ludovice. And this allows me to remind everybody that later on we have the Pangasinan Heat Waves defending their home court against Marikina. We are in Pangasinan before the Mpbl goes back to Manila on Monday, and then it's Parañaque on Tuesday, Batangas on Wednesday as well. Coach Tantan needing a cup of water. Nakakapagod nga naman yan.
At saka mainit eh.
Ikaw ba, nung nagko-coach ka, did you like consume a whole tub
Hindi naman.
in one game?
Hindi naman. Hindi naman. Pero mainom ako ng tubig, pero hindi naman ganun.
Oh, by the way, since we're talking about drinking water, I heard from some SNC or PTs, SNCs or PTs, that the normal number of times that they would have a water break in a training would be 4 to 5. But because of the heat nowadays, kahit saan man sila nagpa-practice, unlimited na. Kanya-kanya na yan. Kung nauhaw ka, minom ka na, mag-isa. Kahit di mo sabayan ng teammates mo. Because it really is that hot and it's that concerning.
Yeah. It's what we call open water break. So
Yeah.
at any moment that you feel you need a drink, go ahead and get them. And that too is, I guess, part of sports science. You just allow players to go and have their open water breaks because they perform better when we're well nourished.
And we just don't want anything bad to happen.
That's right.
Was
Challenge
unsuccessful.
unsuccessful, so that is a foul
Foul on
against
number
J.R.
4,
Chavez.
J.R. Chavez, his second foul.
At saka na-mention rin yan kahapon nila Coach Louie, Nowadays, natalo na yung mga practices. You cannot prolong so much in practice because of the heat.
That's right. There's the foul by JR.
Twice na niyang ginagawa yung kay JR. Nangisahan sa poste.
Coach Tantan still unhappy about it, but you gotta let it go, Coach Tan. Abra has a new player on the court. That's Trinidad. Krenz Trinidad. A homegrown as well. Ludovice. By the way, that distraction seems to be working on Ivan.
Yeah, kanina ganun din na nagpi-free throw siya, that side of the floor.
Ayun kitang-kita sa likod, nakapula.
Oh yeah, look at that.
2 out of 2 in terms of misses. Distraction completed. 50-46. 90 seconds remaining before the end of the third. Nice steal. Atabay Passing on to Capobres, who leans in and
Ooh, that was pretty close.
Alvin Capobres will be given credit for that. 2 points for him.
And I love the intentional fast break there by Negros, really wanting to push it the other way without that defense set up for Abra.
The lead is 2. 9 on the shot clock. Tonton, bring us happy birthday.
Just went in there and claimed his birthday cake slice right there.
First 2 points for the 35-year-old Mpbl player. 52-48. Ivan Ludovice working with James Una. 9 on the shot clock. Ivan going from left to right, back to the left. Great footwork. He's blocked. Recovery, and there's a whistle blown. What's the call? It's a foul.
Yeah, it's a foul. But really good help defense there by Recto on that spin middle by Ivan.
Basically, a pair of towers met him in the paint.
Yeah.
As now, Roy Sumang returns with his light blue headband. Baseline inbound for Brix Ramos. 14 on the shot clock. 37 on the game clock. There's the shot and the miss by Capobres. Ball out of bounds. One more chance for Negros.
Hala ko rin Palma. One more chance.
We go back. James Una to Ivan Ludovice.
Capobres for 3.
Good denial by Abra. Alvin still has it. 4 seconds. Capobres going left. He spins right. Alvin misses. Battle for the rebound. It ends up with Ino Homboy.
And the Weavers have really been consistently crashing those boards. I mean, that's a huge turnaround in their game.
No more shot clock. Double team. That's a clear foul. Tonton bring us unhappy with Ivan Ludovice. But great sportsmanship by Ivan to try to calm down Tonton.
And you love players who are like that, you know? I mean, after all, at the end of the day, magkakilala rin naman kayo eh.
Now it's Mark Atabay spreading the peace with Tonton Bringas. Kung ikaw naman si Tonton, sino hayaang mabad trip ka sa birthday mo?
Oo, tama. Actually, nakita ko si Mark Atabay, sinabi lang niya, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Baseline inbound. 7 on the shot clock and the game clock. Roy Sumang going to Eno Comboy. 3-pointer. That's good.
Wow.
That's a big-time 3 to end the third quarter for Eno Comboy.
Oh, how about that booming 3 and Comboy just making a couple here in this quarter, and it's really been huge. And you got to find that guy right there. Little flare action, catch and shoot way up there. Getting that shot to go in. Good triple by Comboy.
That's 12 points in this game for Eno Comboy after scoring only 3 by halftime. And taking a look at his 3-point shooting, he is now 3 out of 8 from downtown. More importantly, it's now a 7-point advantage for Abra, their biggest lead in this game. This end of the third quarter score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fans of the game, just like the Avidis, do more and achieve more with the muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki, the Avidis. Oras na para magmotor. We are coming to you live from the Puto, capital of the Philippines, Calasiao, Pangasinan, for the Abra Weavers taking on Negros in our second game for your Mpbl Saturday. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Coach Mike Perez and Gianna Llanes. Let's talk about Wendell Eno Comboy in their previous outing. 10 points, 4 dimes, 4 boards, 3 steals.
Yeah, and he almost brought that game home for the Abra Weavers. I mean, there was another three-pointer that he could have made, and it could have changed the complexion of that game. And right now, he's hitting his strides from the outside.
It's 3 threes and a total of 12 points in this game now for Ino Comboy. 9 scored in the third quarter. 55-48.
Yeah, look at that scoring right there. Kita mo yung recovery ng Abra. After a slow start in the first, 22 and 21 in the second and the third quarter, really predicated on defense and made shots. And so that's why I was saying there's nothing to worry on those missed attempts. The important thing is you get your attempts.
Bringas now has 4 points in this game, and Abra is shooting at a decent 35% clip against the 45% of Negros. And there's Alvin Capobres just scoring his 6th point.
Somebody's got to check on Capobres. He's had his way driving that middle lane of the floor and nobody touching it, not even a help defense to go against him.
I'd like to assume that Coach Tantan knows how to stop his former player. Let's see if they can adjust. Tonton Bringas, 6 on the shot clock. Kick out, Comboy for 3. Short. Great effort by Recto. Ball tapped out of bounds in favor of nobody. Jump ball, but Negros has the arrow pointed towards them.
Yeah, and tama ka dun, Mix, about Coach Tantan knowing some of players that he's coached. But at a certain point, kung pumupuntos na siya, kailangan checkin mo na
57-50. Over a minute gone by in the last quarter. Capobres dancing with Neil Tolentino. There's the pull-up and the make for Alvin Capobres.
And which is why Neil Tolentino is here to stop Capobres. But Capobres says, no drives this time. Gonna take it from here, see how you defend.
Well, Alvin, after all, is going for his redemption year here in the Mpbl. We had high expectations for him in the 5th season of our league. Let's see if he can continue to shine. Nice pass.
Nice pass.
Bring us one more. Tolentino. Couple of passes. Ino Comboy. 3-pointer.
Somebody's got to put that on the highlight reel. I mean, really good ball movement. Swung left to right. Till ended on the top and ended up with the hottest hand in the game. Wendell Comboy with another 3.
That's his 4th 3-pointer. 15 points for Ino Comboy. Bounce. Una. Back to Renz Palma, who scores.
I'm happy that Renz Palma.
Oh, Comboy, touchdown! No! We do have a decent amount of Abra fans here in Pangasinan. Big shout out to them.
Yeah.
2.5 minutes gone by in the last quarter. Capobres got a good look. 8 on the shot clock. Alvin back to Renz against Comboy. 4 seconds. Palma, the leaner. Miss, air ball, rebound for Abra.
So part of that got deflected by the defense of Comboy as well.
Roy Sumang found an opening, kick out. JC Recto fix. Drive and kick, Tonton fakes again, and he's bumped. That's a foul by James Una.
Well, that only means maganda yung pagkakabenta niya ng fake niya. Kasi binili ni James Una. Talagang napaliyad papunta sa kanya. And the shots that he's making from the outside and the perimeter, that's what made James go for that block attempt.
Clint Escamis is back. Baseline inbound. 14 on the shot clock. A lot of time here for Roy Sumang.
Gotta locate Comboy.
Roy still has it against Ivan Ludovice. Comboy, or sorry, that's Sumang with a cross in the feed. Recto, kick out.
Swing.
2 seconds. Comboy again. Too strong. That could have brought the house down. Good effort by our players. Recovery for Renz Palma.
I love the action right here. Contrary to how it started in the first quarter, now we got a little competition here.
60-54. Renz Palma onto Mark Atabay. That's a shot. Just too strong. Good effort by Capobres, but that's off of him. Out of bounds.
I guess fatigue is starting to set in for Mark Atabay right here. Normally that would be his range, and miscalculating that with no one defending against him could be a case of pagod there.
Let's see if he can slow things down. Once again, talking about Mark Atabay. Sumang, drive and kick. Escamis, it's his turn. Short. Rebound Recto. Down went Renz Palma. Comboy, in and out. Rebound Ludovice.
That was a good look by Comboy. Looking for Negros. That shot didn't go in.
Palma There's the seal. Una turns around. James Una creating space. Another miss. Now Sumang sets up the play. He's asking for Tonton Bringas against Mark Atabay. 8 on the shot clock. It's a push. Tonton Bringas was trying his best to bait Mark Atabay, and that's 4 fouls now for Mark in this game. Our 2 teams are still not in the penalty, so we shall continue. Caperal has checked in alongside Cañete and Jorel Gonzalez. They join Escamis and Sumang, who will now inbound from the side. Escamis opening, kick out. Nice patience. Gonzalez, Cañete fakes. Cañete leans in, and he was fouled.
Well, one thing's clear, itong mga Abra Weavers na to are very patient, and kita mo sa bawat execution nila, no? Catch ball, shot fake, defender comes in, we drive, we attack, nothing there, skip it, have the other guy do the same thing. And you know, talagang mapapagalaw mo yung depensa pag gano'n ng atake individually ng bawat player mo.
Now let's go back to Gianna Llanes. G, go ahead.
Prince Caperal, Clint Escamis, and recently added to that list, Wendell Comboy are the 3 Abra players that Coach Bonnie Garcia actually formulated his new defensive plays around. He is telling the Moscovados you cannot relax, which he feels stems from the team's long lead in the beginning of the game. In his words to the boys, kung sila nakapag-adjust agad, dapat tayo rin. Even Davisa is the one who is trying to keep his teammates calm, both on and off court right now. Before this quarter, he told his teammates, guys, listen, compose lang dapat tayo ngayon. Back to you guys.
Tama yun. That's a great challenge, especially if you want to contend in the Mpbl as James Una scores inside. Remember, this is practically like a practice for our playoffs.
Right.
And in the playoffs, a lot of adjustments happen.
That's right. And you know, the team that responds to those adjustments, like just like this one, the 3 by Prince, normally those are the guys that really do good in the playoffs.
Prince Caperal is now in double figures with 11. It's now an 8-point advantage for Abra.
Jeremy Cruz has been very silent so far in this game.
Ooh, good defense by Escamis. There's a foul called on Capobres, and Abra will have a chance to increase its biggest lead.
Well, obviously the name of the game has been defense for Abra. In the starting of the second quarter, all the way to where we are right now. I mean, they've been constantly trying to challenge every possession, on ball, off ball, locating guys moving on the weak side and making themselves available to be helping out on their primary defenders.
Una will check out, and Rick Kaunan is back. It's been a while since we have seen him. 64-56. Under 4.5 minutes remaining. There's a cross, the drive-in kick. Roy Sumang for 3. Too strong. Rebound Palma. Ooh,
almost.
No counter steal for Roy. There's Alvin Capobres.
He's been the solid guy so far, other than Mark Atabay.
2 screens up top. To Davisa going right. 10 on the shot clock. Ivan needs a teammate. There's Jem Cruz. 6 seconds. Jem, 3-pointer. That's a big one. Too strong. Rebound Caperal.
Negros got to go back and defend here. You don't want to go down by so much more.
Sumang saw an opening. No exploitation.
Oh, wow.
Great offensive rebound by Clint Escamis. Now it's his turn to drive and kick. Gonzalez for 3. Off to the right. Rebound Renz Palma.
Oh, these rebounds. Look at that.
Couple of guys ahead. Palma up top to Capobres. Now they swing to the right. Ivan Davise. His 3-pointer. Way off. That's an air ball.
Yeah, Ivan is tired. I mean, he's got his 2 hands on his knees. That guy's tired, and he's played a hell of a ball game today.
Does it seem like he will still be subbed out?
Yeah.
We're now in crunch time.
That's right.
3 minutes and change. And he's trying to defend Super Sumang. Roy down the middle. Kick out. Escamis. His turn to attack. Clint hangs. No basket. Ball tapped and recovered by Palma.
the struggles of Abra in the start of the game is now the struggle. 7 points and 13 rebounds right here for Renz Palma.
He couldn't make it 9. We're back with the Weavers. Capital telling Escamis to slow down. Here's Sumang. Cañete trying to seal against Jem Cruz.
Look at these 4 guys ball side. Cañete, Caperal, Clint, and Roy. All of them can score.
Cañete, feed, Escamis. There's the kick out. Gonzalez off to the left.
Good shot, just didn't make it. Now, if you're Negros, you gotta convert now.
Capobres going left. Alvin pulls up. Too strong. Rebound Kaunan. Another chance for them. Renz Palma onto Ivan Ludovice. Screen by Rick. 7 seconds. Double teamed. Pass inside. Kaunan is blocked. Great help by Mike Cañete, as these last 2 minutes are brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas.
Ganda ng read na yan ni Ivan Ludovice. Got 2 guys guarding him. Found Kaunan underneath, but Kaunan was really just too deep for that shot attempt.
6 on the shot clock. Roy Sumang from downtown.
Boy, when the chips are down, your stars will rise here. And the stars have risen for the Abra Weavers. All of them taking turns and trying to get this win today here in Calasiao.
It's been this kind of a combination for Tantan Banal in the second half. He put in his scorers. Roy Sumang has been working well with the likes of Ino Comboy, Clint Escamis, Mike Cañete and company. And it has all paid off, even though it's only his second game representing Abra. He's looking so good. And more importantly, it's an 11-point advantage for the Weavers. Back inside the Calasiao Sports Complex in Pangasinan, we are in the Puto, capital of the Philippines. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Coach Mike Perez and Gianna Llanes. Later on, the Heat Waves will defend their home court against Marikina, but we're still not done with Mayor JB Bernos and company. He's representing Abra in front of Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes, Emma Ureta, and Rudy Distrito, taking on Coach Bonnie Garcia and Negros. 3-pointer, Jem Cruz, no good. Rebound Capital.
Well, it's been quite a while since last time we saw a field goal from Negros. And in as much as they've done a really good start at nag-struggle ang Abra, ngayon parang nag-switch eh. Sila naman yung nag-struggle to get a field goal and they're getting their attempts.
Well, Gianna did mention that it's defense. That was the adjustment for Mike Cañete and company. Cañete now has 14 points in this game.
And more importantly, this is going to be a really good springboard for the Abra Weavers. A wake-up game for these guys.
They're up by 13. They trailed by as many as 15. So it's a 28-point swing in this game. Capobres drives. There's the help. Foul called on Roy Sumang. This fast break of the game is brought to you by New Star. Win to the max. Gerard Chavez connecting with Ino Comboy. Yes, that is a fast break 3-pointer. No problem for Ino.
Oh, wow. Well, how about this quarter scoring right here? 14 versus 8. And really just Abra pouring it on. And that 8 points really is because of the defense.
You might want to go back to quarters 2 and 3 as well. Abra's been winning it since the opening frame.
That's right. 22, 21, and 14. And so after a really slow start in the first quarter, really good recovery in the later quarters.
Capobres will shoot 2 against his former coach in Tantan Banal. There's Clint Escamis proving to us that Mapua connection with Coach Tantan. And the distraction continues to work inside the Calasiao Sports Complex.
I'm sure these guys are going to be in Abra the next game.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. 1 out of 2 for Alvin Capobres. He did mention he's been that source of life for Negros in the fourth quarter.
Well, in as much as we talked about, the Weavers missing out on Mactalio, this time around, I guess Comia would have been a good player here for Negros in this match.
Comia has a suspension because of his disqualifying foul in the previous game. Roy Sumang misfires. That's tapped away. Abra will keep possession, but they only have 4 remaining on their shot clock. This is done.
Yeah.
But Abra wants to finish strong. Ino Comboy still fires. Short. No more shot clock. Check that. There's a 1 second differential. Palma, Kaunan. He's bumped. That's another foul.
Yeah, and Kaunan, for the most part, has really been putting the ball on the floor in situations when he can already make a shot attempt. That's twice already in this quarter that we've seen that. So, ramdam mo yung hesitation. A lot of it really has to do with the defense of Abra.
Baseline inbound. Papobres. No basket. Rebound Cañete. That should do it. Coach Tantan says do not try to score anymore. And so Abra will move up to 3 wins and 2 losses in the 6th season of the Mpbl. Coach Boni and the rest of Negros will go down to 3-2 as well. What a comeback win for Mayor JB Bernos, Coach Tantan Banal, and the rest of the Weavers. They trailed by as many as 15 and they win by 12.
Yeah, and them recovering and making those free throws, that really was part of the story. 17 out of 23 from the free throws. There's a plus 12 points on free throws alone versus the 5 points garnered by Negros on that line.
Now our best player of the game is brought to you by Buenas. This is actually not a question for us. Ino Comboy, especially in the third quarter.
Yep, and he's been the answer. He had, 3-4 triples in the second half, and those were big hits that allowed to create that separation and steadily frustrate our Negros team.
That's after only scoring, as you mentioned, 3 points in the first 2 quarters, 1 out of 6 in terms of shooting for Ino in the first 20 minutes of play. This final score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the Mpbl, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. 69-57. Let's go to Gianna.
Our Buenas player of the game is Wendell Comboy of the Abra Weavers. He had 15 points and he actually had 4 3-pointers throughout the game. I'm sure may reaction ka sa performance mo. Anong nararamdaman mo ngayon?
First of all, sobrang nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord kasi binigay sa amin yung panalo. Coming from 2 straight losses. So ngayon, masaya lang kami. Mga teammates ko, masaya lang kami, nanalo kami at nagpasa namin yung hump ng losing streak.
And Wendell, actually medyo slow yung naging start ng team nyo. Ano yung sinabi nyo sa isa't isa para eventually makuha nyo yung momentum that led you to this win?
Itong game na to actually, before mag-start yung game, dinededicate namin to kay Kuya Ton Bringas kasi birthday niya ngayon. And ayun, minessage lang ako ni Boss JB Bernos. Talagang hinahanap niya yung laro ko eh. Kaya alam nila na hindi ganun yung laro ko, yung mga losing streak namin. So thank God, nalabas namin.
And I'm sure a huge motivation to continue a winning streak naman are your supporters. So pasalamatan mo naman lahat ng sumusuporta sa koponan nyo.
Unang-una sa lahat, thank you kay Lord. Thank you rin sa family ko, support ako sa girlfriend ko. And salamat sa mga boss and sponsors namin, nakikong Mayor JB Bernos, President ng Liga ng mga Barangay, and kay Kong Ching Bernos, Mayor Glenn Placido, Mayor Billy Donato, Mayor Tyron Baronia, BM Attorney Russell Bragos, Yusek Dennis Bragos, Cap Andrea Bernos, Regional Press ng Liga ng Barangay, and sa Burlington sa sponsor namin kay Rudy Tan, and Blue Gas, and CD14 Designs. Thank you po!
Congratulations once again to our best player of the game, Wendell Comboy. Our player of the game is brought to you by Buenas. Back to you, Mix, and Coach Mike.
Thank you, Gianna. I only have one thing to say. Finally, we got to see the natural type of play from Ino Comboy here in the Mpbl. Good to see him get his groove, especially from downtown. Up next, the Pangasinan Heat Waves will defend their home court for the second time this season, and they will take on Marikina inside the Calasiao Sports Complex. Thank you for joining us. For Gianna Llanes and Coach Mike Perez, my name is Mix Gomez. At magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.
bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan